Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we will be talking about the entire Twomad situation. There's actually been really kind of two different situations, but they kind of happened like right around the same time, so I'm kind of just combining them into the same video and talking about them at the same time because, I mean, one thing kind of led to another in a way. Like, first it was the entire, like, he was getting canceled basically for a joke that he made on Twitter, and then of course the more serious allegations kind of followed after that. So today we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be going over pretty much everything. Now, I can't really like go through every single little tweet and whatnot because there's just actually so many tweets. It would be impossible for me to get this video done. And there's like a constant barrage of tweets coming too. It's not like Twomad has like read the room in any meaningful way. It hasn't like, I guess, fucking really kind of pieced it all together here. But he just continues to just like say completely stupid, like bogus shit on Twitter. I think he thinks he's like being funny or something. I don't know. So it's an overall pretty insane situation. So before we get into everything though, I do want to let you guys know I will be live today on YouTube at 5 p.m. Eastern time right here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be streaming a little bit of BattleBit, which is the game you're watching in the background right now. Just going to be having a little bit of fun. Make sure to tune in and just kind of, you know, have a little fun, I guess. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start talking about everything though. So this all kind of really started, at least from what I noticed, a couple days ago when Twomad made what I can only like generously describe as a pretty out of taste, you know, pretty out of pocket tweet joke. Someone tweeted at him and was basically just like clowning him or whatever, and he responds with, "I have girlfriend, bro, look," and then there's a picture of this girl in the picture. I don't know if anyone really kind of like off the top kind of recognizes who this is, and actually I didn't know who this was when it like I first found out about this situation, but this is actually a 16-year-old trans girl who was murdered by some people in her neighborhood, and this only happened like a couple months ago, so it's like fairly recent, right? So the police are investigating it right now. They're investigating it as like a potential hate crime because she was transgender, and I mean, pretty much every mention of the picture online after like reverse searching it pretty much is like directly back to her. So like I feel like pretty hard really to kind of mistake what is going on in this picture or like who this is or whatnot. So people obviously were pretty pissed off because like Twomad is known for making like edgy jokes or whatever, but like this is somebody who did just get murdered, like a child nonetheless, that just got murdered a few months ago, potentially as a hate crime. Like, I don't know, man. I'm all for edgy humor, but the key word being humor. Like, you have to actually be telling a joke or like being funny in some way. You can't just go, "Oh, LOL, look, dead trans girl, ha ha ha," and then like expect for people to be like, "Wow, you're a fucking comedian, bro." I don't know, like I'm just not 13 anymore, so like it's just not like that shit's not comedy, you know what I mean? There's no real joke here. It's just kind of making fun of a child who got killed. So people were pissed, and keep in mind, she's a 16-year-old girl, and he ended up tweeting this out. "Oh, I didn't know she died. I just thought she was hot." So yeah, obviously this double down or whatever here just completely dug the hole deeper, and everyone just starts fucking roasting him even harder because bro is now actually saying that he found a 16-year-old girl hot, right? Like, that rings a few fucking alarm bells at that point, right? People are like, "Oh, wait, hold up," right? Because like, I don't know, like I said, there's edgy humor, I guess, but once again, keyword humor. There has to be like a joke, you know? There has to be something actually of substance, something funny. Like just pointing out tragedy or like making fun of tragedy for the sake of making fun of tragedy isn't really funny. It just kind of makes you look like a fucking loser. So it just spirals out of control from there, you know? Twomad starts backpedaling, acting like he didn't know who the girl in the picture was and that he didn't know she was 16 or whatever. Like, he had to go out of his way to find this picture, by the way, because like I think I'm fairly online, right? Like, I mean, I do YouTube for a living. I'm on Twitter pretty often, right? Like, I've never seen a meme of this girl. I've never seen anyone really like make a joke about this girl, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like this image is like some fucking like famous meme or something, right? He had to like go out of his way to find this picture, and he can say all he wants like that he wasn't aware of the like context of the picture, but I just find it really hard to believe that going out of your way to find this picture, you didn't know the backstory behind it, right? Like, that doesn't fucking make any sense, right? Like, how would you find this picture offhandedly, right? Well, his excuse is, "Oh, I just found the picture online. I just saved it because I thought she was hot, and that's kind of the end of it. I didn't know." It's like, that just also sounds fucking weird to me too, bro. Like, I don't know. I guess I just don't go around around online, right, just saving pictures of fucking hot women to my computer so I can jack off to them later, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You can kind of just view shit for free on the hub, right? Like, you don't really have to download anything to your computer, bro. This isn't 1997. You don't have to have your flicks stored on a fucking floppy disk, bub. Like, I don't know. It's just like, all the excuses are, like, really bad, and even then, they just make him look fucking weirder. Like, oh, I was just saving random pictures of 16-year-olds that I find attractive on my fucking hard drive. Okay, dude. Gotcha, bro. Hey, by the way, FBI, this guy right here. Yeah, him, right here, this one. I don't know. Like, he thought this was gonna be the way out, I guess. He thought, like, this was gonna be his fucking, like, backup plan was, oh, I didn't know what the context was. But anyone with a brain kind of can, I feel like, piece that together. And even if you do give him the benefit of the doubt and, you know, he was just joking and he didn't know the context or whatever, like, he told a shitty joke. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Like, it was a fucking flop. Fucking wah ass joke, bub. Fucking wah 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 wah. Like, that one just didn't bang, bro. That one just didn't hit, man. But of course, that's not even the worst of it all, right? That's not even the most serious of the entire situation. So after all of this started happening, then some allegations start hitting the internet, right? Then people, well, in particular, a girl comes out and claims that basically Twomad had, like, trapped her and sexually assaulted her, committed actual assault, keep in mind, like, not just some, like, he said something that made her uncomfortable. Like, the claim is that he assaulted her. And then, according to what we see here online, it gets even fucking more wild than that, right? Like, not only is he accused of sexually assaulting and trapping this girl, but there is a 2-minute long apology video that Twomad made while he's, like, driving down the road that got leaked, right? And he sounds like a lunatic in it. A contract leaked that he reportedly typed up on Google Docs and had this girl sign. And then there's, like, a minute-long video, purportedly of, like, iMessage texts from him where he's going, like, complete fucking batshit crazy. So we're about to take a look at some pretty crazy shit, right? Like, these are serious allegations. This isn't one of those things where, like, you know, you can kind of just walk away from it and ignore it. This is actual assault allegations. And there's, you know, videos that are being leaked of you where you're being fucking batshit, right? Allegedly, of course. But let's go ahead and take a look.
I am literally driving, but I'm literally in Oregon, fucking Washington, Oregon. Dab. Okay, so apology. All right, so I can't take the damage away that I've done, but I'll try my best. Okay. I at least want to take responsibility for what the fuck I did. Like the way I treated you and, like, viewed you. This is not, like, okay. Like, I pushed past your fucking boundaries just for, like, my own fucking self-serving reasons. I made, like sexual advances you weren't comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I truly do, like, regret all of that, like, so much. I never wanted you to, like, fear for your safety or anything, but, like, I understand it's, like, how you felt. And I'm like, you know, so I'm, like, sorry. As best I can say it, you know. You know, as if that wasn't enough, you know, I acted, like, super obsessive after you know, I realized you left. And I'm going to therapy, genuinely. I'm going to therapy, I'm working fucking, that shit is tough, but I'm going to it, you know. To, like, fix whatever the fuck parts of my brain or just, like, let me act that way. And I'm like, I'm 1,000% sure I'll never do it to anyone else, you know. But fucking sorry for making you wait for this, you know.
Alright, so that's allegedly a video of him, like, apologizing, essentially, for the, like, assault incident and being weird towards this girl and everything, right? I just want to say, like, he just doesn't sound apologetic. Like, he's trying to, I guess, clear the air and trying to, quote-unquote, like, take responsibility or whatever, but, like, the whole time he talks like he's a fucking high school freshman. You can tell he actually hasn't really thought too deeply about the situation. It's just like, oh, well, I know I can't take back what I've done, but I'm gonna try to take responsibility, apology, I'm literally driving. Like, I don't know, man, that just, nothing about that really comes off in a tone where it's like, oh, hey, I actually feel bad. You know, I feel remorseful for some shit I did. It just sounds like he's saying what he thinks he has to say in order to, like, gain this person's acceptance back. And I'm not some sort of fucking therapist or, like, you know, psychiatrist or something here, but, like, I just feel like you can kind of tell when somebody actually means it when they apologize, and this just doesn't sound like that. So this is allegedly a contract that he, like, wrote out and had this girl sign, right? Or he signed and whatnot. And, you know, he apparently won't demand any sort of, like, sexual activity with this girl. He'll be required, due to wild, uncontrollable psychological problems, be hyper aware that he's prone to easily scaring and emotionally damaging Bella. There's like a fucking exit clause or something. Like, I don't know, man. Who knows? Like, this could be, to be like completely fair, this could be like a not real document, right? Someone could have just typed this up and fucking signed a name on it, right? For all we know. However, you know, that's a pretty insane thing to make up, right? Like, if this is not true, this is a wild thing to make up. And I do like to be fair in situations like this. I do like to at least hear people out. You know, there is two sides to stories, but you just kind of look at Twomad's behavior during all of this, and it just kind of really more or less shows you where he, like, views that himself. But anyway, take a look at this. This is a video of text messages that he is allegedly sending, and it's just fucking insane. Take a look. Now, this is like a minute-long video. I can't really, like, stop and show you every single little text message here because there's just actually dozens, if not hundreds, of texts being sent. But as you can see, like, she's not responding to him. He's having a one-way conversation. Like, he's actually sitting on the fucking phone basically texting to himself. Like, dozens, if not hundreds, of text messages where he's trying to, like, mentally manipulate this person, you know, like, oh, I swear to God, I'm going back to therapy, but I'll go back to therapy if you call or text me right now, as if, like, if you're serious about your mental health and, like, going to therapy, you would be dependent on somebody talking to you for you to go to therapy, right? Like, if you really recognize that you have a problem and you need some sort of psychiatric help, you don't need somebody else to tell you to go to therapy or to text you on the phone to go to therapy. Like, you just do that shit for yourself. But, like, 80% of the texts are just him, like, using fucking, like, 12-year-old, like, Redditor humor, just, like, fucking spamming Donda and, like, emojis and shit, as if he's, like, being fucking funny. Like, I don't know, this guy's, like, version of comedy or humor is the worst thing ever. Like, it's actually so fucking unfunny. There's nothing funny about anything he's saying or doing. It's just annoying. If that was the type of, you know, way that anyone I knew was behaving, I would never talk to them again. If anything, this is the type of shit that's validating the problem, right? Now, once again, Twomad, I would hear out, right? Like, if he actually had some sort of argument or, like, he could disprove these allegations, I would be willing to see the evidence and hear him out. But instead of actually addressing these allegations, he's spent the last couple days on Twitter just making, like, shitty, not funny, edgy jokes and, like, just being fucking ignorant. I don't know, like, he keeps claiming that he's innocent, but, like, is showing absolutely no reason why anyone should believe him. I mean, just take a look at some of these tweets. I'm just going to put some of them up here on the screen for you here. Like, I mean, if you really wanted to take these allegations seriously and respond, this is just not the way to do it, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like if these kinds of allegations were made against me, God forbid, you know, like honestly, God forbid anyone ever accuse somebody like that. But if that were to happen, I would respond immediately, right? Like, I would immediately start compiling evidence, like, in my favor. I would immediately start working on a response. Cause, like, that's a very serious allegation. Like, not even just beyond, like, oh, it can mess up your career. This destroys people's lives, bro. Like, once it's in people's heads that you're some sort of, like, predator, it's pretty much impossible, I feel like, sometimes, to really get rid of that notion. You know what I mean? Like, that's something you have to attack head on. But instead of actually, like, you know, proving his quote-unquote innocence that he claims, he's just being unfunny on Twitter. He's spamming stupid fucking tweets. He's just, like, he's making references to what's happening and, like, you know, addressing the situation offhandedly, but he won't actually fucking talk about it. And people are saying, like, oh, you know, this looks like a big case of mental illness. You know, he's having some sort of manic episode. He's schizophrenic. You know, people are diagnosing him all over Twitter. That isn't my job, okay? Honestly, it's not my job to diagnose this guy. It's not my job to feel sorry for him, that he's mentally ill. Like, at the end of the day, he's being accused of sexually assaulting somebody. And not only that, but then being a complete maniacal lunatic that harassed them after the fact. Like serious harassment too, like not just some bullshit. These are serious allegations. Like, yeah, maybe he is mentally ill. Maybe he is, you know, having some sort of episode or whatever. But if that's the case, then seek help. Go to the psychiatrist, you know? Call your fucking therapist. Go get medicated. Something, right? Do something about it other than sitting on Twitter and making fucking stupid jokes that aren't landing with anyone. Like, even his fans are like, yo, dude, get off Twitter. This isn't funny. He hasn't uploaded a video in months, by the way. So these people are just like still around, just a fan of this guy after all this time, even though he isn't even making content. And they're trying to tell him like, hey, dude, this isn't landing. Get off of Twitter. But instead of doing that, instead of reading the room, listening to everybody trying to tell him like, dude, this is not funny, fucking address it or seek help, he just is continuing this charade and then like seems almost upset that like, you know, he's not being immediately viewed innocent. I don't know. It's fucking stupid in my opinion, but that's kind of just where everything is right now. Keep in mind, this is all still allegations, but I mean, that is what was alleged. That's what's been going on. So just a complete stupid and shitty like 72 hours or so for Twomad here, just absolutely destroying every last shred of credibility in a pretty serious situation. So with that being said though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about the entire Twomad situation and signing out.